told me that he has not lived it down ever since, and this happened months ago. So yeah, guess what? 8th graders are cool, dude. I don't know what else to say. Like, everyone's like, hey man, how was the fart attack? Did you survive? And Alan's just like, no, I died and passed away. I'm just a ghost in your brain, dude. So, yeah, rest in peace to Alan. Like, gone too soon. The fart attack was too strong. And if you thought that story was uncomfortable, or just sad, then you're not ready for this final one. We're calling him Poe, both because Edgar Allan Poe and also Poe from Kung Fu Panda, the greatest movie of all time. Maybe not greatest movie, but one of the greats, right? So Poe had a friend. This poor guy was convinced that this girl was, like, gonna like him. He was like, dude, like, I'm smooth, I'm good looking, like, she's totally gonna like me. He was a little bit overconfident, but he also wasn't, like, totally super arrogant. He was a pretty decent guy. He just genuinely believed that, like, it was gonna go well. The problem is, Poe's friend, and we're just gonna call Poe's friend Ben, because we gotta bring back Ben, right? And real quick, comment, I was gonna say comment fart attack. Do not comment fart attack down below. Comment laugh down below. That'll be a secret word. I'm trying to bring these back, but I always forget. Anyways, Poe's friend Ben had an idea that he was gonna ask out a girl, right? He had this girl. Like, he was like, she's gonna like me, it's gonna be great. And the problem is, Poe's friend Ben started watching romantic movies to figure out what the best way to ask her out. Let me just give you guys a little bit of life advice. Rom-coms are good and all, but they're definitely not a how-to guide. Believe it or not, these are actors with paid script. These are paid actors who read scripts, and if the main guy says something, and the girl's supposed to say, like, I like you. Look, at the end of the day, the rom-com, they're gonna get together, no matter how stupid the thing is, right? Do not use rom-coms as how-to guides, okay? Unfortunately, Ben took these rom-coms as how-to guides. So one day, in the cafeteria, this girl that Ben was in love with, basically, right, was sitting there with all of her friends. And Poe was aware that Ben was going to try and ask her out, and kind of told him, hey man, like, let's wait a little bit, like, because Poe kind of realized that, no, I don't think, Poe wasn't as convinced as Ben was that she was quote-unquote in love with him or whatever, so Poe's like, hey man, let's chill out for a second, okay? Let's ask her friends, get a little sense, make sure she's not seeing anyone else, because that'd be embarrassing. But no, Poe's sitting in the lunch, and so's the girl that Ben's obsessed with, and Ben walks into the lunchroom. And Ben is pretty good at guitar, which I think is pretty sick, so if you're good at guitar, I'm happy. Pat on your back. He brings in his guitar, right? And he just, like, he has it over his shoulder, almost in playing position. And he walks in, and he starts going like, he starts, like, playing it, right? And he starts walking right towards this girl. And he's had, like, 3 interactions with this girl, by the way. And he starts, like, singing this, like, love song. He's like, Stacy, yeah. It's like the worst crap you've ever heard. It's awful. It's like, Stacy, yeah. Okay, obviously I can't do a voice guitar that well, but just assume it's something really scuffed, right? Super scuffed. He's like, I've been thinking about you so much. I think you're so great. Remember, also, this is in front of literally everyone. This is in front of the entire, because, like, obviously the entire lunchroom, like, turns around and is like, what the hell, what? Like, what's going on right now, bro? And they all start looking. This guy's like, just, like, playing his guitar, saying, like, how awesome she is. And eventually he's like, I wrote this song for you. Like, will you go out with me? Just has this, like, big, like, guitar solo. Sounds a little different than, but you get what I mean. That's, like, the climax or whatever. And she's just, like, sitting there, and her face is, like, bright red. Because this is extremely embarrassing. First of all, this would be extremely embarrassing, even if you were gonna say yes to this kid because you liked him. This is just genuinely extremely embarrassing no matter how you look at it, dude. Like, this is just not good for either of them, right? And so eventually, he finishes his guitar solo, and he's literally on the ground on his knees. You know, there's, like, the end of the rock performance, the guy's, like, right before he smashes his guitar, he's on, like, does, like, a dive or whatever, is on his, basically like that, right? And he just looks up at,